Hi, this is Zach. You're watching Third Coast Ventures, and for today's video I have the Colonel Ellsworth, which is a wreck that I dove right after we went and checked out the Cayuga. It was on our way from Beaver Island on over to Mackinac City in what I'm calling the Straits Saga. It was the last big trip that I kind of had diving wise for the summer. I was looking online and there really isn't too much on the Ellsworth. There's a couple pictures, but I was thinking that maybe this might be nice to have a little bit of video documentation of the wreck so that it can kind of serve as a reference, hopefully, for other divers. And on this channel, hopefully I'll be able to get a couple of those other wrecks chopped on up and edited for you guys, so stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, enjoy this video on the Colonel Ellsworth.
Off from the quieter outskirts of the Straits, Bob, Rick, and I get closer to the mighty Mac. Pleased with how clear the water has been and how calm the winds were, we decided we might as well take on another dive on our way to Mackinac City. One of the great things about diving in the Straits is that it's very easy to spot most wrecks. The Straits of Mackinac Shipwreck Preserve does a fantastic job of buoying these wrecks. On a blustery September day in 1896, the 137-foot Colonel Ellsworth fights her way through a storm. She carries no cargo and is battered by strong winds. As she moves along, she is hit by the Emily B. Maxwell. Her crew rushed to their lifeboat, and no hands were lost that day. The Ellsworth's bow is in good shape. However, the stern section is quite busted up. This wreck lies in about 80 feet and was a great wreck for me to get some more practice on. This year has only been my first year of frequent diving, so this was a really great wreck for me to explore. As I swim on the port side towards the stern, I meet up with Rick, who is also documenting this wreck. We see how the deck collapses as we make our way towards the stern. Here at the very end, we see the mangled stern section of the Ellsworth and her large rudder. As I mentioned before, I have not done much diving prior to this year, but I have had the chance to get many dives in this summer. Diving on the Cayuga was my first time penetrating a wreck, and I think that the Ellsworth, as well as the Cayuga, were both great wrecks for me to get some experience exploring below deck. I finished my tour of the wreck with another look at the bow. It is always a pleasure to dive wrecks that have stood the test of time. I'm always amazed that a wreck like this, that is 159 years old, is still intact at all. We do not have colorful corals or tropical fish, and the waters of the Great Lakes can be quite cold. But I'm always thankful that I live near lakes that can preserve history like this. Thanks as always for watching. We dove plenty of wrecks on the Straits, so stay tuned as the saga continues.